Thank you for coming back and checking out Bodycam Arrest. So let's check out the story here. So a man was walking home from the store after buying something to drink. Officers pulled up to him and cuffed him. The guy name is Ronnie Reed. They took him behind the store, and this is what happened.
Oh, ain't supposed to. Huh? Man, he took my clothes off.
You took your clothes off. Who took your
No, not like that, bro. Not like that, man.
That's weird, man.
Not like that.
I went to search your drawers, you started jumping up and down.
No, I told you can take me in the back and you can cuff my nuts.
You can
take. You wanted to.
I don't want to cuff
You want him to take you in the back?
Man, ease up, man. Don't do that.
Let's loosen up the pants here.
They already loosened, bro. The belt unbuckled, all that shit, man.
Okay. Well. Okay, I don't want her to look at your genitals. Let's go over here. All right. Light, somebody?
Hi, man.
Somebody got light?
Come on,
all right. Man. Nothing's going to go inside of you, all right? But we have to make sure you don't have anything else.
So let me get this right. So the police officer is strip searching this guy in public. You know they're in public because you can hear the people in the background.
All right. Don't stop doing that.
You don't lean on my car?
Lean forward.
Bro, man, come on,
See,
man.
this is no. Stop. You're gonna lean forward.
Bro,
You're gonna lean forward.
Do this.
Bro, listen, bro. You doing too much.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
You doing too much.
I just told you nothing was gonna be put inside of you, but you gotta let me look.
You can't bend me over like that, bro. I know my rights.
Stop. He's clinching hard. He's got something up there.
Man, I ain't clinching nothing.
Stop.
Put him against the car right there. Please stop.
That's up in his ass, probably. I mean, he's clenched so hard.
Man, listen, you ain't finna stick your finger in my ass.
No, I'm not. You're right.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna do it at the jail.
Okay, cool. Let them do it at the jail, bro, because y'all ain't finna stick your finger up my ass, man.
I just told you I wasn't, but you unclench your asshole and just let it come out. You can just get the one charge now.
So as you can see, they are trying to go into this man's, you understand what I'm saying? They trying to go up in him to see if he had any narcotics or anything up there, like in public. They are trying to really get up in there. You understand what I'm saying? So the internal affairs got involved because Reed spent 13 days in jail. He lost his job in car. He was booked for narcotics, although no evidence was found. So let's take a look at the interview with Internal Affairs.
Date is July 25th, 2023, and the time is 1:10 p.m. Present for this interview is Detective Joel Belgard. The nature of this interview is an allegation of improper action. Detective Belgard, this is your sworn statement affidavit. Have you had the opportunity prior to the start of the interview to review the sworn statement affidavit?
Yes.
Do you understand that anything you say during the interview can be used as a basis for discipline against you, but cannot be used against you in a criminal proceeding?
Yes.
You know, cops, they have the same rights as normal people. You know, if they're getting interviewed like this, they can have an attorney present, but most of them are cocky. They're like, nah, I'm going to beat this, this and that,
You've been employed with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office?
7 years.
On September 9th of last year, 2022, you were involved in a narcotics buy-bust operation. Do you recall that?
Yes.
At that time, what was your assignment?
We were assisting narcotics. We were assisting with takedowns.
Okay. And during that time, what was your, permanent assignment with JSO?
At that time, I was assigned to the Zone 1 task force.
Okay. And you said now you're a part of the community response unit. So during that operation, you eventually had made some contact with suspect Ronnie Reed, who was arrested under CCR 22-533445. Do you recall Mr. Reed?
Yes.
How did you become involved with Mr. Reed? I know that you originally were with a different suspect. How did you become involved with the other suspect, Mr. Reed?
Yes. After we finished where we were initially with the initial suspect we were in contact with, he was transported over to where we were going to collect everybody at the onset of the scene. And that is where I first came in contact with Mr. Reed.
Now, in case you missed it, he was like the second person that dealt with Reed. So what happened was Reed had already got searched by the first officers that got him. And then they went to another place. They transported him to another place. And that's when all the other stuff happened. This officer right here, tried to, go up in that boy. You understand what I'm saying? And he was the second one that came in contact with him. So the first officer that came in contact with Reed, I guess that wasn't good enough. So this one right here, he had to go back and double check, like, nah, he got something up in there. I'm going up in this boy. That's what it seemed like to me.
Reed had already been searched before you made contact with him.
I knew at that point, I shouldn't say I know, but I kind of assumed, as we all do, that he had been at least searched for or patted down for weapons. Mm-hmm. As the investigation went on, we realized we hadn't recovered those specific funds, the funds used for the transaction between the initial suspect and Mr. Reed. And so I don't believe who was involved in the conversation, but I remember it was discussed, well, Mr. Reed must have the money. It just must be hidden on him somewhere. Mm-hmm. And that's, so I just believed he hadn't been searched for the funds.
And this was a separate, because I know funds were
yes.
Retrieved from
the
initial suspect. So this was a different set
yes,
of funds.
This was the funds we recovered at the first time were what one of the undercover detectives gave to him just prior to the takedown. Mm-hmm. That wasn't for the actual deal in which a different detective had observed.
The narcotics purchase occurred, and Reed supposedly had those funds, or it was assumed that Reed had those funds. And then I guess another narcotic sale was supposed to happen, but then a takedown signal was given.
Yes.
So the original suspect still had those funds on him.
Yes, the funds from the first transaction.
Okay. A conversation was had, and the purpose of this search was to figure out where the funds were from the first transaction.
Right. Funds and or narcotics, just
right.
because Mr. Reed didn't have any narcotics on him when we came in contact with him either.
Okay.
And we, believing he completed a narcotics transaction, we believe he would have had narcotics as well.
Okay, so let me get this. Let me get this straight. So you did all of that because you thought Reed stuffed money up his butt? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting? You thinking that this man stuck some money up his butt and you was about to go get it? This should be the case of how far can a dollar go?
Recall who made the decision that he needed to be searched. You just had the understanding that
it needed to happen.
It needed to happen.
Right, that's correct. It was, everybody kind of got together and we were like, well, we haven't found the money. He did the transaction. He must still have it. And I was like, I've made the decision myself. Okay, well, let's search him then. Mm-hmm.
The search that was captured by your body camera, what would you classify that search as?
Going back to what I originally, at that time, in my mind, I believed a strip search was having someone take off their clothing, like completely removing it. Mm-hmm. I did not understand that merely manipulating or arranging, as state statute and our orders say, I was not aware that constituted a strip search. At the time, I would not have called it a strip search. Looking back, after looking at orders and state statute, I would call that a strip search.
So this officer don't even know what a strip search is. That's what I'm saying. I said it in my previous video that I believe these officers should be, I think they should have to requalify once a year, every 6 months or something like that. Probably once a year, because they're out here enforcing laws and they really don't know what's going on. They don't know the law themselves. He didn't know that he was doing a strip search. This is why we're having the problems that we're having. Just my opinion.
Or would you agree that you rearranged his clothing?
I did, yes.
But when you did that, the purpose was you said you were looking for narcotics because someone had just sold someone else narcotics.
Correct.
That got to a narcotics detective.
Correct.
And it was believed that he possibly still had narcotics concealed on him.
Correct. And he was, I know one of the other individuals interviewed mentioned, though, it was pretty, and I didn't, as far as I'm aware, I don't have any contact with Mr. Reed before this incident, but it appeared that he was clenching his body. He was holding his muscles tight, and it appeared that, and not not holding it in his anus, but holding it in an area where he didn't want us to get, which is why he was trying to hold his legs and buttocks tight. And that's another reason why we believed he had some sort of contraband hidden on his body.
So he said Reed was holding his cheeks tight. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I'm out in public and another man is trying to go up my cheeks. Yeah, come on now.
What would have been your next step?
We probably, depending on what it was, we would have asked him to remove it. If it was a narcotic or money, if it was a weapon, which at the time he was a larger man. The purpose wasn't for a weapon, but it was plausible to believe there would have been there. We would have removed that unless it was inside of him at all. We wouldn't remove anything. But we probably would have unhandcuffed him and had him retrieve the property that we could then see.
Watching the body cam, you end up taking him to the other side of the car, but was he visible to anyone that was around?
I don't see how. I know you can hear a female kind of shouting out. I don't know how she, without like climbing on top of a fence or something where she was. I don't know if you're familiar with Westmont. It is a street, however, it's like a house and then just fence on the north side. There was a U-Haul truck that was somehow involved in the investigation somewhat. I think there was narcotics located in it, and like 2 more narcotics blockers, which, as you know, are large vehicles. I don't know how she could have seen past those. And again, I moved him around the corner of the vehicle we were at to preclude her from seeing. So I don't know how she could have. I don't know how she could have seen it. I tried to give him some privacy in doing what we were doing. I don't know how she could have seen it.
What's wrong with this officer? He's talking about, I don't know how she could have seen anything. He's referring to the lady at the beginning of the video that was on the body cam saying something. He's talking about, we put him by a wall in between the U-Haul. It don't matter, sir. There's cameras everywhere. Even if the lady wouldn't have seen anything, cars got cameras, Ring doorbells. Everybody got cameras. You should know this, and you was doing a strip search in public. In the state of Florida, strip searches must be performed in private and with the supervisor authorization. Did your supervisor approve of this strip search? No, he didn't. He wouldn't have because he probably know the law. Only correction officers may perform a strip search, not a patrol officer. See, you guys just learned something today. Even this officer just learned something.
Is there any information that is pertinent to this allegation that I have not asked you?
I don't believe so.
Is there anything that you said that you would like to change or clarify on the record before we conclude?
No.
Is everything that you have told me today and in this statement the truth?
Yes.
This interview is concluded at 1:27 p.m.
Hey, you see old girl, when she was done, she ran for the door. You understand me? What the youngsters say? I'm dead. She probably said, yeah, you fired. You are fired, sir. You are fired. But one thing about the officer though is he kept it 100. I ain't gonna lie to you. He kept it real. He didn't lie. He just kept it real. You know what I mean? Maybe he don't want to be an officer no more. Maybe he's trying to get himself fired. I don't know, but I can honestly say, compared to the body cam and this interview right here, he pretty much, told the truth as far as I'm concerned. That don't make him right. I'm not saying that doesn't make him right, but I was looking for him to kind of like, not tell the truth, like be way off, but he was pretty point on. So 2 years after the incident, the state attorney, they dropped it. So they dropped it in 2024. So I don't know when the lawsuit came, but Reed did file a lawsuit for violating his Fourth Amendment right. Like I said before, he said he lost his car and job and all that stuff right there. And as I told you guys, an officer cannot do a strip search. Only a correctional officer, and it has to be okay by the supervisor. So now you know something, you learn something. They were saying that they was looking for narcotics, but they didn't find narcotics or money, So after he filed the lawsuit, speaking of Ronnie Reed, after he filed the lawsuit, in March 2025, the state settled for $275,000. That boy hood rich now. $275,000. Reed, go ahead, man. Where you at, Reed? I need to hold something. I need to hold something. You hear me? Anyway, hey, if you liked any part of this video, come on, man, hit your boy with a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really, really helps the channel. It's free. Last time I checked, everything was free. And yeah, it kind of helps me to keep making more content because I know that you guys like it. All right. It's your boy. I'm gone. Y'all be safe. Yeah.